So we have a special treat from New Zealand. We have Sri Prahlad who's come to be with us. Hari-Bo! Sri Prahlad is an expert on Govardhana Hill. And so his wife is also an expert. She built this hill which proportionally represents all of the major tirthas at Govardhana. Hari-Bo! And so Sri Prahlad is going to take us on a parikrama. He's going to walk around the hill and point to the major holy places. And he gives some explanation of the essential leelas of those places. So pilgrims from all over the world, they circumambulate. They walk around Govardhana as part of like a spiritual sacrifice. Even some people actually lay down flat, making their dandavats, laying down, and they go all the way around the hill, laying down the whole way around. Sometimes 108 times in each spot they'll lay down, and they'll move a few feet forward to the next spot. And it takes several months. So it's a very special place for us as Gaudiya Vaishnavas. It's a very wonderful day today, and Sri Prahlad is going to explain some very sweet pastimes. So we'd like to give him a warm welcome.
Govardhana Puja is a very, very special event. 5,000 years ago, Krishna, when he was performing his Braja Leela, he observed that Nanda Maharaj was making elaborate arrangements for an Indra Yajna. Nanda Maharaj was not alone, but he was cooperating with other chiefs of the Braja area. These included Rishabhanu Maharaj, who was the father of Srimati Radharani, and Abhimanyu, he is another chief of another clan. So like this, all of the residents of Braj, they had come together, the different clans had come together in this place, which is on the eastern side of the Govardhana Hill. It is the place where many sacrifices were performed, and we will speak a little bit more about that later, but some other sacrifices that were being performed in this area. But it was a common area for the performance of yajna. So small Krishna, at that time he was 7 years old, he observed these arrangements being made. And he asked his father, "My father, what are these arrangements?" Nanda Maharaj said, "We have to worship Indra because he is the Lord of the rain. And we are Vaishyas. We are farmers, so we are dependent on the rain for our proper harvest, growing of crops, and then harvesting those crops. Also, the rain provides fresh grasses for our cows to eat. So it is very important for us, this yajna. And it has been performed for generations." So Krishna, he spoke some karma mimamsa philosophy. He said, "My dear father, whether you do this yajna or not, if it is your karma, the rain will come. If your karma is such that you should have a good harvest, it will be. The demigods are obliged to supply. They are obliged to make the arrangements that the rain will come if that is in your karma. So there is no need for these unnecessary yajnas. Better we should worship the Supreme Godhead, who has actually appeared in the form of Govardhana. So Govardhana is not different from Krishna himself, and that we will discover a little later in this story. So Krishna, he requested his father, "Please take all of these arrangements that you have made for Indra Yajna and use it for Govardhana Puja." And so all the grains and the ghee and so many elaborate preparations had been made. They were used for worship of Govardhana. And when they started this puja, this sacrifice, Krishna instructed that although he was so small, he was giving these instructions that everyone should bring great quantities of food and offer them to Govardhan, because Govardhan is the source of all of our prosperity. He provides nice fresh grasses for our cows, beautiful cool streams and rivers, and nice caves with jewels inside. So the residents of Braja, they started to bring big quantities of food, rice, dal, puri, pakora, laddu, rasagula, sandesh, kheer, and so on, and pile it up in front of the hill. And then what happened, to everyone's great surprise? Krishna, although no one knew it was Krishna, he assumed a very great form, gigantic form, and he declared, Shaivosmi, I am the hill. No one knew that this was Krishna. Shaivosmi, I am the hill. And so he started to eat all of these preparations. He started to devour them. Huge quantities of food he was eating. And as much as the residents of Braja could bring, that much he would eat. And he started to call, Aniyar, 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 which means bring more. On our Govardhan model here, actually it is the appearance of Govardhan in the temple room. There's one village, there's one signpost for a village called Aniyar. And this whole area is called Anukut Kshetra, the place of Anukut. So Aniyar means bring more, and as much as they could bring, it wasn't enough. But then Lord Baladev, who is the elder brother of Krishna, he brought one tulsi leaf and he put it on the preparations. And when that great form honored that bhog with tulsi leaves, then he was completely satisfied. Okay, that's enough. And what is the lesson from this lila? That is that tulsi represents bhakti, devotion. And so many big offerings, very wealthy, luxurious offerings, if it is without bhakti, it is not satisfying to the Lord. But if it is with some bhakti, then he is so happy. And he says in the Gita, Patra Pushpa Phalam Tvayam Yome Bhakti Prayachati, that if one offers me with love and devotion, even a leaf or flower or a fruit or some water, I'm satisfied by that. But who needs? Do we need some leaf? Do we need some water? It is everywhere, abundant. Actually, it all belongs to Krishna. But what he tastes in that offering is not the leaf or the flower or the fruit or the water, but the bhakti with which it is offered. Anyway, seeing that all the residents of Braja had abandoned the Indra Yagya and were instead following the advice of a small little child to worship a hill, Indradev became very angry. We will see later in the play performed by the children how angry Indra became. He sent for the Shambar Taka clouds. These are not ordinary clouds. These are the clouds that are called for the inundation of the universe at the time of destruction. There is never a complete destruction because these cycles, the universe goes through different cycles. But there is a great inundation where the universe is flooded with water. And these Shambar Taka clouds are employed at this time. Indra was so angry, he sent for Shambar Taka clouds, go and inundate Vrindavan and kill all of those Brajabasis and their cows and teach them a good lesson. And so these Shambar Taka clouds came with torrents of rain. The rain was so thick, not like we have had the past few days. Everyone's complaining. Actually, I think some are celebrating because there's not so much rain there. This rain was thick like pillars. Pillars of rain, and there was ice. In Vrindavan, it never rains ice. Those of you who are familiar with that area. It never rained. There were ice coming down and fierce winds. And the place started to become flooded. And everyone ran to who? To Krishna. Govinda, we are now weak. Let us take shelter. Please protect us. Please save us. Somehow they had faith. Only a small 7-year-old boy. But they had faith because they had seen so many times before. They had always protected him. Then in impossible situations. From so many different demons that had come. And so Krishna, smiling sweetly, he went and he lifted Govardhana Hill. Even to lift this table is difficult. He lifted this gigantic mountain as easily, Bhagavad Purana says, as a small child lifts a mushroom. And so, holding this hill with his left hand, but not with his hand, with his small little pinky, little finger. And he invited all the residents of Vrindavan, please come inside, bring your cows, bring all of your valuables and other paraphernalia, and stay under the shelter of the hill. They were a little reluctant. Okay, it's amazing that small boy is holding the hill, but can we trust to go inside? Risk our lives in that way. But what other option? Such fierce torrents of rain. They went under, they trusted Krishna. And they all felt so secure under the shelter of Govardhana. Govardhana himself, he was feeling great ananda, great ecstasy to be held by the hand of Krishna. Krishna has neglected Yamuna river, he has neglected Vrindavan forest, and he is giving all attention to me. He didn't feel the pain of Indra's torrents of rain. Either any of the animals that are resting on Govardhana Hill, they were all feeling great jubilation. And Krishna, he actually sent his Sudarshan Chakra above to protect Govardhana, also to dry up the water, to stop floods from taking place. While Krishna is holding the hill, he was able to look upon Srimati Radharani and the gopis unabatedly, because everyone is close together under the Govardhana Hill. There is no obstruction. And so he was feeling great ecstasy that he could be in the company of his dearmost devotees without disturbance. Feeling so happy, his little fingers started to shake with ecstasy. Because when you feel happiness, sometimes you shake. He started to shake. And Balaram, he was observing this. My brother, he's looking at Srimati Radharani, feeling so much happiness that his finger is shaking. He started to laugh. But Mother Yasoda, what is she thinking? She, oh my baby, he's holding such a big hill, and now his finger is shaking. Nanda Baba, help him, quickly take a stick and hold it there for him. And so Nanda Baba took his stick and he was helping Krishna to hold the Govardhana Hill. Other cowherd men, they also held their sticks, thinking that they were doing something significant. Meanwhile, Madhu Mangala, is everyone aware who is Madhu Mangala? He is one of Krishna's friends in Vrindavan, but he is not a Gopa, not a cowherd boy. He is a Brahmin. He is of the priestly class, but also young. And he is always blessing people. If you give me some ladus, I will bless you with long life. So please, give as many as possible. So when he saw that Krishna wants to lift Govardhana Hill, oh, I should use my Brahminical powers now to help Krishna. And so he started to chant Vedic mantras. Harihi Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhanaktu. And as Krishna is holding up the hill, oh yes, my mantras are working. Very successful. Sahat Sahabhiryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastuma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So like this, after after the Leela was over, different people, they had different versions of what had taken place. Madhumangal, he was convinced. Everyone's giving so much credit to Krishna, but if I hadn't been chanting my mantras, what could he have done? So like this, for one whole week, Krishna held that hill. Giving shelter to everyone. Nobody felt hunger, no one felt thirst. Everyone felt great happiness, no one felt tired. And after one whole week, Indra Dev, he realized, this is not working. I have been defeated here. Although I am such a powerful demigod, the king of heaven, I have been defeated by this small 7-year-old boy. It must be that he is none other than Lord Narayan himself, that he is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I have made a very great mistake. And so he called back to Shambhala, okay, Shambhala, go back home. He called off the storm. Krishna very gently placed Govardhana Hill back down in its original position. Then Indra, he went to Brahma. Brahma, what should I do? I have made a big mistake. I have offended the Supreme Lord. I'm very worried for myself. Brahma said, you must go and apologize. And Indra, he said, can I risk going before him? And Brahma, he thought, he has 4 heads to think, but he thought and he said, yes, it's true. You shouldn't go alone. This Krishna, he very much loves the cows, so you should go behind Surabhi. You should go behind the Surabhi cow, and you have her speak on your behalf. And so, Surabhi, she went, Indra following behind. They found young Krishna by the Govardhana Hill. And Surabhi started to make many, many beautiful prayers. My dear Lord, you are merciful to your devotees. Sometimes your children, any children, they will make some mistake and they will misunderstand the position of the father. Such a thing has happened today, but the parent always forgives. In the same way, you should please forgive Indra. Because of the beautiful prayers of Surabhi, Krishna became very pacified and okay, it's alright, I forgive Indra. And so Surabhi, she performed a great Maha Abhishek for Krishna by Govardhana Hill, pouring milk from her udder. And Indra, he had Airavata bring celestial Ganges water, and she also performed the Abhishek for Krishna. And this place where they made this Abhishek, it is still there today. It is called Govinda Kund. So later when you make your parikrama around Govardhana Hill, you will see there is one kunda right here with milk. That is the place, Govinda Kund. And in fact, at this time, Indra, he gave Krishna this name. You are the king of us all. You are the king of all the universes. So you are Indra. People call me Indra, but actually you are Indra. Then he said that all the demigods, they have their place within the cow. And so you are Govinda. And so he offered this name to Krishna. Please accept this name of Govinda, which means the king of the cows, or the king of the universe, or the king of the senses. Rishikena Rishikesha Shilanam Bhakti Ruchate. And so this is the historical moment where Krishna accepted that name of Govinda, or the king of the cows, king of the senses, king of all living entities. So this is that beautiful Govardhana, the very famous Govardhana Leela. But this isn't the only Leela which takes place at Govardhana Hill. There are so many other Leelas that are constantly taking place in this most sacred, holy place. Srila Rupa Goswami, he has composed a very beautiful prayer where he says, Vaikunthas janato vada madhu puri tatrapi rasa utsavat vrindaranyam udarapani ramanat tatrapi govardhana radha kundam mihapi gokulapate paraprema vilasat puryamasya viradito giritate sevam viveki natha. more holy than Vaikuntha. What could be more holy than Vaikuntha? Is Mathura. Because there is an evidence. Because Krishna has made his appearance there. He was born there. But more holy than Mathura is Vrindavan. Because Krishna performs his Leela there. More holy than Vrindavan is Govardhana. Because it is the place of the Lord's intimate pastimes. And then at Govardhana, the most holy place is Radha Kund. So Govardhana, it is sometimes described as having the shape of a peacock. On this end, the south side is the tail, and on the northern side is the head of the peacock with two eyes. And these two eyes are, who knows? Shyamakund and Radhakund. Radhakund, Shyamakund. So these two very, very holy kundas or lakes, they are eternal in Braj. But they have, just as Krishna is eternal, but he makes an appearance in this world, in Golda Vrindavan. Similarly, Radhakund and Shyamakund are eternal, but they have a Leela where they make an appearance. So the appearance of Radhakund and Shyamakund is very beautiful. It is described in the scripture that after the Aristasura demon had been killed by Krishna. What was the Aristasura demon? This was a demon sent by Kamsa. And he was in the shape of a very fierce and ferocious bull with big horns and smoke coming from his nostrils. He came into Braj and started to terrorize everyone. And the same reaction is always there. Immediately the residents of Vrindavan took shelter of Krishna, and he effortlessly killed the Aristasura demon. But after killing Aristasura, he went to be associated with the gopis, the cowherd girls, and they said, Krishna, don't come near us. I cannot come near you. No, you are a sinner. I am a sinner? What have I done in my life that was sinful? Please tell me. You have killed a bull. My dear friends, that was a demon. Whether it was a demon or not, whether it was a demon or not, it was a bull. And you have killed a bull, you have killed a cow. So everyone knows that in Vedic culture, the cow is very much respected. In English, we have an expression, holy cow. I don't think it's found in Sanskrit. Anyway. You have killed the cow. And you have a great sin on your head, on your shoulders. We don't want to be associated with you anymore. Of course, these were joking words. They were playing with him. But Krishna, he said, so what should I do to purify myself that I can again be in your company? They said, you should go and take bath in every holy river throughout the universe. Oh, very easy atonement he was given. I should go and bathe in every holy river in the universe. How long will that take? Someone here said, forever. Who could do that? Only Krishna could do that. He said, very well, I will do it. He dug his heel into the ground and created an indentation into the earth. Big. It became quite large. And then he mentally ordered all the holy rivers of the universe, they should come and present themselves to him and then enter into this hole. And so they came. My Lord, I am Narmada. And she entered I am Kaveri, I am Sindhu, I am Ganga, I am Yamuna, I am like this. They were going on for a long time. All the holy rivers of the universe introducing and entering into the Kunda. And then Krishna, he said, so he showed to his friends, so now I will take my holy bath in all the rivers of the universe, and he went and he took his holy dip. So, when the gopis, they saw the beauty of this Shyama Kund, Srimati Radharani said, I will also have a kund. And so there was a place where Aristasura had dug. You know how the bull, when he's angry, when he wants to charge, he makes his foot like this. So he had dug a big indentation in the earth. Radhika and the other gopis, they broke their kanka, their bracelets, their bangles, and they started to dig that place out. And after, very quickly, they had created a very large hole in the ground. And then Krishna said, my dear Radhika, if you would like, I will order all the holy rivers to leave, not to leave, but to enter into your kund as well. And Radhika said, no way. All those holy rivers have been contaminated when you are taking bath in them. I will bring water from Manasi Ganga. We will talk about Manasi Ganga soon. And so, the gopis with golden pots, they formed a line from Radha Kund to Manasi Ganga. You will see later that there's the biggest kund in the Govardhana area. It's in the very center of Govardhana. And they were about to start to bring the water, then the sacred rivers themselves went to Radhika and said, Radhika, please, it will be a great honor for us if you will accept our service and allow us to enter your kund. And she said, okay, if it will please you. And so they broke a way from Shyama Kund into Radha Kund, and so those two kundas, they are connected like this. So that is the Leela of Radha Kund and Shyama Kund. These two kundas are considered the most holy places in the universe. In fact, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur describes another appearance of Radha Kund and Shyama Kund, that once Radhika looked at Krishna and she melted in love, melted with love, and she became Radha Kund, and he melted with love for her and became Shyama Kund. And so it is described that Shyama Kund and Radha Kund are none different from the divine couple themselves. Every day at noon, Radha and Krishna, they have so many leelas around on the banks of Radha Kund. Water sports and then other sports in the kunjas around Radha Kund and Shyama Kund. Near to Radha Kund and Shyama Kund, there is a place called Kusham Sarovara. Kusha means flowers. So this is the place where the gopis, they pick flowers. Sometimes Krishna comes and charges them, hey, you ladies, you thieves, you are stealing flowers here. Who are you? Who are you? Calling us thieves. I am the gardener to this whole area. I have been appointed by the king. Which king? King Kamsa. I am his representative here. Yeah, right. Yeah, I am here to stop all the thieves. And you gopis, you are stealing flowers, so you're going to have to pay taxes to me. And they said, you stopping us from stealing. Everyone knows that you are the greatest thief in this whole area of Braja. You have stolen butter and yogurt in your childhood. You have stolen the clothes of the gopis while they were bathing in the Yamuna River. And then you are playing your flute and stealing everyone's heart. You are a great thief, and you are trying to play the policeman here. He said, don't accuse me of anything. I am a great brahmachari. I am observing great austerities in Braja. And they said, brahmachari. If there is any reason why you may appear like a celibate monk, that is because your character, it is so bad bad, your reputation is so bad that nobody wants to give their daughter in marriage to you. So like this, they have these many joking exchanges. Krishna enjoys such loving exchanges with his devotees. He enjoys such loving exchanges more than he enjoys hearing the Vedic mantras, the hymns of the Vedas, chanted with great awe and reverence. He enjoys such loving dealings, loving exchanges. And these are the exchanges that the residents of Vrindavan, that they offer to him. And so he is completely dedicated to them. Up from just near to Kusham Sarovar, there is a place called Uddhava Kund. Uddhava was a great devotee of Krishna. If you will read Bhagavad Purana, you will see one incident where Krishna has sent a messenger to Vrindavan to deliver a letter. After he had left Vrindavan and was residing in Mathura, he sent someone with the letter to console his father Nanda and his mother Yasoda and his friends Subal, Sridham, Madhumanga and the gopis headed by Srimati Radharani. And so this personality, this most trusted and intelligent and responsible person was Uddhava. So Uddhava, he was a great jnani, a very knowledgeable person. And when he saw how much separation the residents of Vrindavan were feeling from Krishna, he gave them some advice. My dear residents of Vrindavan, do not be so anxious and lament. Be fixed in knowledge, be a jnani, and perform yoga, and find your happiness within. Don't lament for Krishna. When Srimati Radharani heard these advices of Uddhava, she said, no, this is wrong nonsense. We are not attracted to this impersonal meditation and finding so-called peace within. We only want to love and serve and please Krishna. And this apparent sadness that we feel, this apparent lamentation, actually it is the greatest bliss that far surpasses any bliss of Kaivalya or Sayujya or Mukti, liberation. If you will tell any of us, oh, you have been such a great person, now you can merge into Brahman, we will reject it. We only want to love Krishna and serve Krishna and please Krishna and be with Krishna. And when Uddhava heard these words, he said, yes, these gopis of Vrindavan, they are the topmost transcendentalists. They are the highest. And I just want to take the dust of their feet and keep it on my head. But he knew that if he would propose this to them, please give me the dust of your feet, so they would refuse. So then he prayed to God, my dear Lord Narayan, please allow me to take birth in Vrindavan as a blade of grass. And when the gopis are picking flowers at Kusham Sarovara, if their feet will come on my head, I will achieve the topmost happiness and blessing, benediction, by having such elevated transcendentalists placing their feet upon my head. And so it is said that Uddhava eternally resides in this place. You will see later if you will study this Govardhana, Uddhava Kund, near to Kusham Sarovar. He eternally resides there as the grass, waiting for the gopis to place their feet on his head. So we are running short of time. I would like to tell of one last Leela Stan, and I will tell it quickly. This is called Manasi Ganga. At the very center of Govardhana Hill, this Manasi Ganga was a place where the residents of Vrindavan could cross, because the hill was very big. And to cross from one side to the other, they should cross at a place where the hill is low. And so this Manasi Ganga, it is a lake. It was a place where they could cross to the other side. And for example, one time there was a great yajna taking place here. The gopis, they wanted to take butter and ghee to present at the yajna, and that they will get the blessings of the sages who are performing this sacrifice there. And so they came to the bank of Manasi Ganga and they're looking for a boat that will take them across. And so they found one rickety old boat with a boatman who was sleeping. Hey boatman, wake up! Why are you sleeping? Please ferry us across this lake, Manasi Ganga. Now, how much will you pay me? We will pay you the proper price, just say, no, what will you pay me? There's big arguments, negotiations over the price. Finally they agreed, we will give you some makan, we will give you some butter and yogurt. And so they started their journey. But then the boatman stopped rowing. Hey, boatman, what is the matter? Why are you not rowing? Oh, my boat is tired. Your boat is tired? How can a boat be tired? My boat is tired because he is very old. Oh yeah, what type of story is this? Just row the boat. Okay, he started to row again. Then he stopped. What is the matter now, boatman? I am feeling very weak. I need to eat something so I can get some strength. So please give me whatever ghee and butter and yogurt and sweets you have, then I will have strength to row again. Yeah, this boatman is a little crazy. So they gave him half of his payment, he ate it there. Then he started to row again, and he again slowed down. Boatman, what's the matter now? Oh, I have eaten so much. Now I am so full that I need to take a little nap. Boatman, if you won't start rowing again, we will get angry with you. Oh, okay. He started to row. Then the boatman, he showed them that there's a hole in my boat and the water is coming in. And it's possible that we will all drown. Hey, boatman, what should we do? You should throw all your ghee and whatever pots you have into the river, into the lake. And so very reluctantly, gopis were afraid. They threw their pots into this lake. Boatman started to row. It's still too heavy. You should throw your jewelry into the lake. Boatman, we will pick up you and throw you into the lake, and then the weight problem will be solved. The boatman, he started to row again. Then some big storm clouds came overhead. Gopis were, hey boatman, go faster, faster, it's going to storm. Big wind started to blow. Gopis are becoming more and more afraid, and there's water coming in. And the Gopis said, boatman, what are we going to do? Boatman, he starts rocking his boat back and says, don't worry, my boat is very good. And this boat is going up and down, and the gopis are almost falling out of the boat. And in all of that commotion, Radharani, in great fear, she jumps up and she finds her arms around the boatman. Then all the Shaktis, they're looking at Radharani. What is this? Radhika, what are you doing? And she pulls out from the back of the boatman's cloak one flute. She says, don't worry, it's Shama Sundar. It's Krishna. Then all the clouds disappeared, that wind disappeared, and the full moon came out, and Shama Sundar, Krishna, he was taking them to different islands around Manasi Ganga, and they enjoyed wonderful pastimes. They forgot about their going for the yajna, because the purpose of their going to the yajna was only to pray, please let us have the association of Krishna. And so, in Vrindavan, even if you just desire to perform such a yajna, the result is already there. So like this, there are unlimited pastime places around Govardhana. It takes some 7 hours to go all the way around. And if you will stop at each place to hear the Leela, maybe up to 12 hours or longer. This evening, when the program comes near to an end, we would like to encourage everyone to join in Kirtan. circumambulate the hill, and you can do a whole Govardhana Parikrama in 60 seconds. It's Govardhana's great mercy. On the hill you will see there are many